Hello, everyone. Welcome to Bow and Arrow Tarot. Today we're going to get right into the Leo reading for May. We are going to be doing the general reading for Leo for May, and we're going to get into it with your spirits first, guys. I'm gonna say I usually start my videos with an announcement about which tarot deck I'm giving away for the month. So I haven't decided for May yet, so you guys aren't getting that yet. But if you are a regular on my channel, please check back once May hits and check out which deck I'm giving away. And don't forget to hello, Spiritual K, how you doing? Shout out to the Leos. I need to give a shout out to all my fire signs for real. To my members, that's different than subscribers. My members are people who've joined my channel. If you want to join my channel, you can always check out that with the join button that's right next to the subscribe button. But shout out to Patty Cakes. She's a Leo. Shout out to Tristina Tapia, who's an Aries. Robin Warner, who's a Sagittarius, and Dinah Morris. Shout out to you also. You are a Leo girl. Leo's in the house. I have my moon in Leo, so that's it. So Aries is already done for May. We're doing Leo now, so we're getting ready to cut your deck and get right into your animal spirits. Show me what's going on for Leo. And then we're going to go ahead and pull out your other stuff. Hello. Mari Carmen Gomez. That's a beautiful name, Spiritual K. Thank you so much for stopping by. Straight out, we got the wolf. We have the moth. I want to pull one more. And we have the stingray. Interesting. So this May, Leo, some of you are earth, air, and water. The fox is specifically talking about a lover or a mate, right? The fox is very, very charming. So some of you are going to have somebody very charming in your life. You may already be dating somebody that you know is resonating with fox energy. The fox is clever. He's charming. He or she, right, is charming, helpful. They mate for life. Very loyal. This is a really lovely energy, and it's a very nice energy for partner energy, especially for some of you. Oh, that's funny, Spiritual K. Your son is Leo. I'm a Sagittarius sun with a Leo moon. So we're like reverse, right? So this is really nice fox energy coming in. Moth energy. So moth energy is really interesting, Leo, this month. Moth energy are those people who love to fly to the flame. They generally like the next shiny new object. This is an interesting kind of energy. This is someone who's always like searching for the greener grass, right? The grass is always greener on the other side. If you're dealing with somebody like this, hello, Madonna sis, how you doing? If you're dealing with somebody like this, it can be very difficult. You know, one minute they're there, the next minute they're not there. The moth is associated with hastiness, right? Hastiness, flightiness, impatience, not being satisfied, right? It's a difficult energy to deal with if you are dealing with somebody in a relationship like this, right? Or if you are feeling like this. This can sometimes be that playing with fire energy. You want to be careful with that because it's like the moth is never really very satisfied in the end, right? Because of that energy. The stingray is water energy. A stingray really associated with standing up for yourself, right? Standing up for your feelings, for who you are. Stingray energy is all about developing that backbone. Literally, you can see the backbone there. I hope it's not too shiny. You can see the backbone there, right? So it's like we're talking about standing up for yourself in situations where you may not have normally done so. A lot of times this can involve also family. Standing up for yourself with family or with authority figures in your family. You know, no matter how old you are, sometimes there can be certain people you have relationships with, and it's just really difficult to like sort of assert yourself or assert your sort of autonomy with them. So stingray energy really talks about having the strength to sort of, and the energy to sort of go your own way. And it's not only just standing up, but it's also kind of, especially for those of you who are sort of like boxed into a particular role that somebody has for you, especially if it is family. that has for you or something like that. It's kind of like breaking out of that mold and doing your own thing, right? So it's strong energy. I hope the sound is all right. Let me know if the sound is anything is wrong with it, guys. Live streams are really different for me. I can't fix them until after they're over. So, all right, guys, we're gonna pull out your spread for May. Okay, so Leo, May 2020. Let's see what's going on. This is a general read. Show me what's up. It's a general read. All right, here we go. Center, Wheel of Fortune, nice, Leo. Covered by 9 of Wands. Interesting. You have full energy. Wow. Brand new for you, Leo. I always love to do your readings, Leo. Your readings have been crazy this year, off the hook. Full energy there. We have 4 of Pentacles. So worry about money this month is coming in for a lot of you. That's all right. Tower. Wow. And a Page of Swords. Page of Pentacles. 6 of Pentacles. So money again coming in. Page of Cups. Another page. Interesting. Got a lot of page energy. And coming out with the World. Okay, guys. So this is a very fated month. A very destined month for Leo. Again. Right? Again. Bottom of the deck, you have 8 of Cups. Some of you guys are walking away from relationships straight up. You're walking away. You've had enough. All right. 8 of Cups is all about walking away from relationships that just don't serve you anymore. They give you nothing in return. The energy that's coming out of them is just not, if any energy comes out, it's just not matching what you're putting in. You desire to move ahead, and there's the Empress underneath. This is certainly a month for you, Leo, talking about, I'm going to say you guys have been kind of moving towards this for a really long time. My readings for you guys, Leo, over the last few months, weeks and months really have been really about for Leos who are going through this really big change. I'm not surprised Tower is there. The Wheel of Fortune is there because once again, really amazing opportunities are coming in for you for May. And a lot of it also, again, is talking about moving away from, like I said, from relationships that are just draining. A lot of times, 8 of Cups is just about moving away from those draining relationships. But let's get right into it, Leo. Nice. Wheel of Fortune covered by the 9 of Wands. So a lot, again, this is also for Leos. Like I said, the readings have been really interesting. Yes, definitely moving towards self-love, spiritual K. But it's been very interesting, the progression that I've seen for my Leos on my channel, right? A lot of my Leos definitely, have been going through this change with the 9 of Wands. We're talking about really, it's been a long struggle coming out of a period of burden, hang-ups, holding on to certain ways of thinking, modes of behavior, ideas about life. 9 of Wands is that kind of looking back and just beginning to realize that you're on a journey and that you need to let certain things go, right? 9 of Wands, he's beginning to see that these wands are alienating him from the greener pastures beyond, right? So it's funny because a lot of Leos these last few months have been going kind of between 9 of Wands and 10 of Wands. A lot of you are laying burdens down. A lot of you are laying burdens down, right? But this is never a static thing, right? This is always a back and forth. You may have laid certain burdens and behaviors down, and yet you're going back again to a 9 of Wands because now you're picking up on more things that you're ready to lay down, right? This is a process, right? And it never just kind of ends with one cycle. The cycles continue and they sort of carry on, right? And so for a lot of you this month, 9 of Wands, you are again looking at certain areas in your life that you are realizing you're ready to let go of. Right. Areas in your life that have been holding you back, ideas, modes of behaving, right? Wheel of Fortune is turning. So the wheel is turning. Once again, it feels very faded for you right now. For some of you Leos who are resonating with this, of course. The world has been coming out for a lot of your readings, and the Wheel of Fortune has been coming out for a lot of your readings because my Leos from my collective have been feeling very faded lately. It's been feeling like a lot of what you're going through was meant to happen, right? It was all meant to go down this road. It was always meant to sort of turn out this way. Full energy is there in your conscience this month for May, Leo. So you're feeling again like you're at the beginning of a whole new trip. And a lot of you have been going through that. My Leo's definitely on my channel for the readings that I've been doing. A lot of them have been coming out with this kind of energy. You guys are starting kind of a whole new leg of your life, a whole new sort of chapter. And there's a lot of good luck. Energy is a struggle. Even 10 of Wands, although it is a completion, is a struggle. It's painful, it's a carrying, but it's like, again, it's like luck is turning this year for you. The wheel is turning this year. Before we go to the tower, yes, in the back of your mind. So the front of your mind this month is a whole new adventure. Some of you may be starting a new job. You may be starting a new way that you're making money, right? Yes, the wheel is turning in a very faded way, and it feels like luck is definitely on your side. But for a lot of you in the back of your mind, you do have Four of Pentacles energy. So you're worried about money. Some of you are certainly worried about the stability of your money. Now, worries about stability over money are natural. Everybody has them right now. Four of Pentacles, Two of Pentacles, Seven of Pentacles. These are the cards that have been showing up for a lot of people, a lot of signs, a lot of readings, because everyone is going through that. This is just the nature of what is happening right now, really worldwide to everyone. Everyone is in flux. And so you have to just kind of let it go, right? Just let it go, because right now, right now is a time to really have a lot of faith in yourself, your common sense, your wisdom, your experience. You know what I mean? It's like this is a time, because we can't control everything. This is definitely a time where a lot of us are finding that finding out exactly what things we can and cannot control. Four of Pentacles is an anxiety. It is a worry. It doesn't necessarily, it is never really any proof of anything on the ground. It's not any proof that, your money is about to, hey, Rock and Rob, 121, shout out. It's not any sort of, just because the feeling is there doesn't mean it's proof. And a lot of times where we're talking about, my intuition, we're trying to work, especially in tarot, we're always talking about, working on your intuition, listening to your intuition, right? Well, your anxiety is not intuition, right? So just because you have anxiety over something doesn't make it necessarily true, or it doesn't necessarily mean that this is a message that this will be true. Anxieties are natural for everyone to have. They're worries, right? And so anxiety over the stability of your money right now is normal. But at the same time, a lot of you, your wisdom, right, and your logic will tell you there isn't anything you can really do. For some of us, there's really not much we can do in this, in the construct of the way things are right now. Things aren't the way they normally are for a lot of us. So we can't do certain things. There's certain, we have to really think outside the box. And so I say this because the anxiety is there and it's palpable, and it's in a lot of the readings. But the way to deal with anxiety is not to necessarily give it too much energy, and not to confuse it with your intuitional voice, in the sense that, oh, well, I have this anxiety, it means it must be coming true. It means it's just an omen or a sign. Sometimes it's just fear and worry, because you do have luck on your side. You do have the Wheel of Fortune turning. Remember to always, focus your mind on the things that are very real to you, right? And that bring you closer to harmony and not closer to disharmony. Fear brings you closer to disharmony, right? And fear, like Four of Pentacles, is oftentimes associated with miserliness and greediness, because those are the agents of fear. Those are the emotions that will come out when we're fearful. So we always want to try to sort of move away from that. That will always be a sign that this is not the energy we want, or this energy isn't good for us. We always want to move towards the energy that brings us harmony. And you do have that. And that Nine of Wands, that internal work you're doing, is bringing you closer towards harmony. This is the real work of May for you, Leos. Tower energy is what you've come into the month with. And so some of you are coming on the heels of a real upset in April, a real tower moment, because this is the energy that you're bringing into May. And so some of you have had a real sort of explosive month in April where you really had to change a lot of ideas about yourself, your relationships, who you are, maybe even ideas about your business or your career, right? Of course, the tower moment is a real awakening. It's a real awakening to realizing that everything we held true oftentimes is not true. Is not exactly as we thought it would be. And so the tower moment is really, it's difficult for a lot of us because it speaks to our core, doesn't it? Oftentimes we identify with our ideas about the world. And when we realize that those ideas are wrong, yet or they are not as we thought we were, not necessarily wrong, but we start to have experience that informs us that those ideas are not exactly what we thought we were. We've identified with them for so long. So it really feels like an upset. And this is why it is difficult to deal with a tower moment. Nevertheless, it is a moment of growth. It really, truly is. And it's a moment where you expand. A lot of you are coming out of this, Leo. You may have had this in April. You may have had some real difficulties in April. You may have had some real awakenings in April. This awakening is one of the reasons why you're having this Nine of Wands here in May, because I think this awakening has led you to where you needed to go to understand what you need to let go of. Now, when I say Nine of Wands to let go of, I mean hang-ups. We're talking about negative self-image sometimes, right? Nine of Wands. Crutches, ideas about people, assumptions about the way things will be, assumptions about the type of person we are, the type of person we want to be with, or the type of friends we can have, or the type of lover we can have, or, if we're attractive or not, or, limitations. These are all examples of the type of wands I'm talking about here, these hang-ups and burdens that we carry. And oftentimes we carry them. At times they serve us as a crutch, which is why he's using it as a crutch there. But most of the time, eventually we find out that they just serve to alienate us. And so this is an overall understanding that you're having this May, just your vibe, Leo, if you're resonating with this reading. And it's coming on the heels of that tower moment. By the end of the month, Page of Swords, Leo, you're really positive. You're feeling really strong. Page of Swords is very, very positive. Page of Swords is sort of like that initial, you have a lot of page energy. You have 3 pages showing up and the Fool. So you're feeling very youthful in May, a lot of you. You're feeling very young. You're feeling like you're getting a second lease on life. You feel like you're getting a second lease on certain ideas in your life, certain things you want to do. I've been noticing this also in my readings, that a lot of my collective are getting a renewed sense of youth coming out these days, because it's like they're shifting from the lives that they've kind of locked into that have almost made them feel a little bit older than they are. And by letting go, a lot of you are recapturing your youth. A lot of you are sort of recapturing this sense of renewed youth, renewed vitality, I think is what it is. It's a sense of vitality when you shake off dusty ideas, where you shake yourself out of situations that have been sort of by rote, by habit. Um, it can feel like your vitality is suddenly increased. It can feel like your youthfulness is increased. And it feels to me, Leo, like some of you are definitely going through that with this page energy. Page is earth. Page is also, in every suit, is the first step of overcoming fear. So for a lot of you, you're feeling extremely fearless this May. Very fearless. Fearless in your ideas and self-confidence. Fearless in your love. Fearless in your ability to get the work done. Very fearless, very sort of able to sort of take that first step. Page of Swords is taking that first step towards having a positive self-image and identity, positive communication, positive outlook, not sort of not sort of falling for negativity or other people. There may be people in your life who like make you feel like you can't accomplish what you're trying to accomplish. There's certain ideas you have about what you want to do, and people might be like, you can't do that. You're like, well, you know what? F you, I can't do it. Page of Swords is very sort of like, I want to say rebellious, right? Very, very, see, Nine of Pentacles is flipped out. I'm going to keep her. I love Nine of Pentacles. So money is coming in, and certainly authority over your career, your finances is coming in. So Page of Swords is very much that energy. You're rounding that month off with that, Leo. Definitely a feeling of like, I'm not going to let people negative ideas about me, or negativity telling me that I can't accomplish what I want to accomplish. I'm just not going to let that slow me down. So it's really very nice energy. I'm going to wait till I pull out the clarifiers before I get into this. Show me what's going on with Leo. But Nine of Pentacles, I love her because she is very much, she reminds me of the Queen of Pentacles, right? Nine of Pentacles, Queen of Pentacles, are very similar energies, Leo. Very, very independent, very ambitious, very hardworking, very stubborn, very emotional also, right? But certainly we're talking about independence in career and business and really doing your own thing, right? And I love this energy, and this is something that's coming in for you. All right, the Hermit, yes, and the Three of Cups. So love is involved in that worry over money. There's your Eight of Cups again. So you had a breakup. You guys had a breakup, Leo, last month. Some of you, right? You had to leave a relationship, and it just really hurt, of course. Eight of Cups. That was your tower moment. And the Magician. Okay, so you had, for some of you, I'm going to say bottom of the deck, Eight of Wands. Okay, more Wands energy. And a lot of mixed emotions and communications this month. Could be, Leo, that this person you broke up with, because the Eight of Cups is here at the bottom of the deck, and it's the energy you bring in from last month. Could be that you're not quite done with this person, or they're not done with you, right? It could be that they come back in, they give you a lot of mixed signals. Eight of Wands is there. Well, there's that. It really has to change and end, but you're getting a lot of mixed signals for some of you. It could be that they're coming back in for you, and it may be just something that bothers you this month, or not necessarily bothers you, but it's just like something you're having to deal with. Eight. Remember, eight is the number for boundaries and strength. And eight of cups. There's a lot of energy to do with having to maintain your boundaries this month with this individual. Could be stingray energy coming in for you this month as well, in terms of standing up for yourself, standing up for sort of what you want. Nine of Pentacles is also that kind of energy of being really ambitious. Certainly, Leo, a lot of, the Leo's resonating with this. You definitely had a breakup last month. Coming out of a breakup. It was just shocker, tower moment. Eight of Cups is a shocker, right? It's a real shocker. Really kind of, upset you. Of course, breakups do that. And I think the thing is that you're the one who had to walk away, right? You're the one who had to walk away from them. Eight of Cups. You're the one who had to walk away because you realized that what you had with them either wasn't real, tower moment, or it was like it just was never going to change. Could have been a situation where you had been thinking you would change them, it just never was going to change. Fox energy. Could have been a really long-term relationship, right? That you just finally had to really just get out of. It was done. I think it hurt you to leave. I don't think it was easy to leave. I think it hurt you. Nevertheless, this month, you're being very positive here coming in. Hermit energy. So you've had to definitely this month in May, you're going to be kind of on your own. I think this is what is going to be new for you. So for some of you, this breakup may have been with somebody you were with for quite some time, because this new life you have in May feels very new. Hermit energy, right? So it's like you're on your own for the first time in a while. Right? It's the first time in a while that you've been on your own. Of course, we don't, a lot of us are being forced with, Hermit is coming out a lot anyway, so a lot of us are being forced. But this is Fool and Hermit together, so it's interesting, Leo. It's like for some of you who are resonating with this breakup, it is a new thing for you this month to be on your own. Right? Because you've gone through the breakup. You may have been living with this person or whatever, but the long-term relationship with them, nevertheless, now it's very new for you. I think it feels very exciting for you, though. I think you're ready for it. I think it's very exciting for you. Again, the Wheel of Fortune is turning for you, because I think this May feels like a very fortunate month for you. Yes, you're worried about some of the finances, but Three of Cups, there will be friends who help you. So for some of you, you definitely have friends. Three of Cups is bonding with friendships, right? Bonding. Three is the number for bonding, loyalty. Three of Cups, we're kind of just celebrating being with our tribe, our friends, our family. So for some of you, it could be that this breakup has left you with worries over your finances. But as a result of the breakup, you now are able to socialize and be with your crew, be with your tribe, be with your people much more. And Three of Cups energy is letting you know that they're going to be there to help you through this anxiety with your finances. So reach out to your friends, reach out to your family. And I'm talking about the ones that you feel are your tribe. And when I say your tribe, I mean, the family that you make, not the family that you're born with. A lot of times, the family we're born with ain't shit. It's the truth. Sometimes the family, it's the blood ties that we have. They're with people who aren't very good for us, and it's the friendships that we make. So when I'm talking about your tribe, your close family, I mean the people that you trust, whether they are relatives, blood or not, the people that you love, the people that you trust in your life that are part of your tribe. These are the ones that we're talking about with Three of Cups. Also, I think that in May you will be closer with them in a lot of ways, communicating more. There will be a bond, even if it isn't physical. The rebonding will happen. It could be that while you were with this person here in this relationship, you may have lost some of touch with some of your tribe, your people, your family, your friends. You may have just like not had that bonding with them like you used to. But that is all coming back in May. Nevertheless, this energy still it's a hurtful breakup, Leo. I feel like it's very hurtful. The magician is coming in, and by the end of the month, you feel really good. And I think that, nevertheless, although this breakup was hurtful, I think that it has really allowed you to blossom because the magician comes in for you by the end of May. And so, May is really a month for this Leo to blossom, to really find out who you are. Your attitude towards this month is all about getting work done. You just want to work. You want to work. Page of Pentacles. You just want to work. You want to get the practical shit done. You want to like cross those T's, dot those I's. Some of you, it is a real practical month because especially if you're coming out of a breakup, Leo, for some of you, it's that practicality of maybe having to move, find a new place, yada, yada, depending on the breakup. Sometimes some breakups, your whole life changes. In any case, this month, Page of Pentacles is the attitude you have this month towards your life. And so Page of Pentacles, again, another page, is all about, overcoming that fear of just getting the work done. So you're just really attacking what you need to do. You're very task orientated this month. Yeah, whatever it is you have to do to move on with your life, you're doing it. What comes back at you, the energy that meets you is Six of Pentacles, which is a lot of generosity. Again, I think money is coming your way this month, but it could be coming your way either in the form of help from family or friends, or I want to say it's just kind of like a generosity that comes in. It could just be individuals who want to help you, who want to give you money. It's interesting because Six of Pentacles is kind of like the mentor or the sort of not even the mentor so much, but sort of the benefactor, right? The one who's willing to help, the one who has money. For some of you, indeed, this month, you have someone coming in for sure who will be helping you financially, right? Who will be helping you financially with money, support. It could be as a result of this Four of Pentacles having reached out. For some of you, you might even reach out. Three of Cups. Through that Three of Cups, you reach out, you make a connection with someone that in May is going to come in and help you. Could even be a project working. They may come in and invest. They may even invest in sort of like your business or your career, right? It's a very helpful, infusion of finances that comes in. This is what it feels like for me with the Six of Pentacles. Your desire in May is really to just overcome your love now, right? So you've had Page of Swords overcoming fear and sort of ego and attitude and confidence. Page of Pentacles, having that practicality towards work and overcoming, fear of not being able to get the work done, just getting it done, solution orientated. So Page of Cups now. This month, your desire is to overcome that fear of reaching out, of love, of connecting. It could be, certainly for some of you, I would say the breakup may have been a long time coming. Again, Tower moment, it is shocking and all of that, but nevertheless, you are still very much ready in May for a token of love. You very quickly are ready to exchange a cup of love with someone. So it's like you're not slowing down at all for some of you. This breakup here could have been a while back, or it could have been as last week. Nevertheless, this May, your desire is to have more affection. Could be that affection was lacking here. Page of Cups is all about not fearing affection, not fearing like letting somebody know how you feel about them. Letting them know, hey, I like you, and not being worried about like, I'm scared to death to tell them I like them because what if they don't like me back? It's like that. It's overcoming those like initial kind of ego fears that we have about letting somebody, if you like them, let them know. They don't like you back that way, or they don't exchange that cup of love with you, well then okay, you just move on. Can also be somebody coming in for you the same way, someone who is willing to come in and express that love for you this month. In any case, I feel like you desire that affection, Leo. Certainly you desire affection this month in May. Could be simply that the lack of it, with the hermit having to be physically away from people. But yeah, that's really because this is a position for your hopes and dreams, Leo. So this May, it's definitely, it's about that, connection. It's not even, doesn't even have to be extremely deep, but it's certainly about that affection. By the end of the month, certainly this month is rounding off a world energy, because this again, May feels for you extremely fated and destined. It feels like everything that you're doing this month, a lot of it is going to feel like it was meant to happen that way. It was meant to go that way. In a lot of ways, you're going to feel a lot of confidence from that, Leo. I think it's really going to give you a lot of strength to get through some of the ups and downs, right? Because I think even through the downs, you're feeling like that, right? This is world energy. It's not just, okay, you're dancing on top of the world, but it doesn't necessarily mean, it doesn't necessarily mean that you don't have downs. Yes, you have downs, but it still feels, even through the downs, it still feels like you are exactly where you're supposed to be at the exact right time, the exact right place in your life. And that's the feeling of the world card when it comes into the reading. It's almost as if all the forces are coordinating just right for everything to work out the way it should for you. And you kind of see those connections a lot sooner than later. Let me pull out some spirits, see what kind of spirits you've got going. Spirit of the shoreline just fell out. So calm, tranquil, relaxing. There will be a lot of periods this month, I feel, Leo, where you're going to be very accepting. You're going to be very patient. You're going to be very calm. Spirit of St. Nicholas fell out as well. Okay. So that's the generosity I'm feeling. Yeah, you have a lot of generosity coming in. Somebody's going to want to give you money this month or help you out, invest, what have you. Very interesting. All right, show me one more. Usually I do a cut, but if the cards are going to come out like this, my regulars know that I usually love to do a very nice clean cut. But sometimes the cards just want to come out. All right, show me one more for Leo. Spirit of St. Nicholas. That is, interestingly enough, an energy that has come out quite a lot from my readings. And it really is, it's the spirit of gifts, generosity, assistance. And I see that. I see my tribe. I see my folks really getting assistance and giving assistance. It's a give and take, right? And it's happening a lot, I think, for my collective, because it's just the energy that my collective is resonating with, right? Law of attraction, you're bringing in assistance, and a lot of you are helping people and assisting others. Spirit of the shoreline, I love that as well. All right, Leo, we have spirit of armor, defense, tactical, and guarded. Oof. Okay, I want to pull one more. And we have spirit of the scale. So karma, justice, and balance. Again, karma, talking about the world, it does feel like that. It does feel like karma is coming in. It does feel like rebalancing and justice is coming in. I did say to you, Leo, a lot of you are having Wheel of Fortune here coming in, because I think up until now you haven't had necessarily so much fortune. You've had a lot of work that you've had to put in, but there's been a lot of difficult times. Nine of Wands definitely means there's been difficult times, even though it is the awakening of realizing how, where you can change. It doesn't take away from the fact that it's been fucking difficult. Look at him. He's bandaged. He's gone through a lot, right? So, it's not that you haven't had a difficult time. You've had a very difficult time for some of you Leos out there. Definitely those resonating with this, but you're coming into a period now where things are changing, definitely this month. This is kind of an overall for my Leos, but this is also for Leos coming out of a breakup, 8 of Cups. Karma, justice, balance is coming into you this month. Be careful and defensive. Interesting. Spirit of armor. I would say be very careful. And this is also something that's come out a lot in my readings. Hey, Patty Cates. I did give you a shout out earlier on the video, girl. Defense, tactical, guarded. This is coming out a lot, I think, for people, because right now I think you should be careful. I think a lot of you should be careful. These are desperate times. Right? These are desperate times. And I'm not saying that to be sort of like, I'm saying these are desperate times in the sense that you're going to see certain people step up, and you're going to see certain people step down. You're going to see certain people come closer to you. You're going to see certain people move away. You will see some people, you will see their heart. And you will see what their heart is really made out of, whether it is dark and messed up or whether it is light and full of love. So what I mean to say is that it's not that everything is scary out there, but these are very desperate and difficult times, and these are the type of times which really show you who people are. And so, yeah, at the same time, while you should maintain your openness and your kindness and your loving to a huge degree, it is also at times like this that you should be very careful with your energy and who you're giving it to, right? Who you're paying attention to, who you're directing your focus on, the type of energy you're directing your focus on, so that you can maintain your sense of balance, your sense of strength, right? It's time for boundaries. Eight of Wands. A lot of Eight of Wands talks about a lot of messages I said earlier coming in. You need your boundaries, so maintain those. So Spirit of Armor is there. Spirit of Scales. It's beautiful. A lot of good things are coming in for you this month, Leo. I'm going to leave it at that. This is a really strong, beautiful reading. It's a big change. It's a lot going on, Leo. But for some of you, you're making that big change. The financial issue, like I said, is going to be helped by benefactor, friends, or family that you know. Someone definitely coming in with that Three of Cups and Six of Pentacles. A lot of good fortune this month. Big changes. Some of you being alone this month is a new thing for you with that full energy, right? So it's new, it's a new adventure, but you're looking at it as an adventure, nevertheless. And most of all, for all of you Leos, this is a real new kind of renewal with youth this month. You have all this page energy. It's like you're right at where you need to be as far as destiny, yet at the same time it's like it's like you're getting a renewed sense of vitality and youth coming into your life where you're like, oh man, I'm ready for this next adventure, I'm ready for this newness again. And it's just a refocusing, and I think it's really, really great, despite the fact that you're coming out of a tower moment from April that was very difficult for some of you. All right guys, I'm going to leave it at that. If you enjoyed my videos, please like, subscribe, and share. If there's been too many commercials on the video, this is something I've seen comments about. I do apologize for that. I have to wait for the video to be processed, and then I go back and I cut out all of those commercials. I didn't realize that was happening, and I'm glad somebody mentioned it. And if that's a problem, do make a comment about it. But I will go back once the videos are processed by YouTube and go ahead and because that shit sucks. I hate that. And I would hate for anybody to go through that watching. I mean, a couple of commercials, yeah, I need to live, but you don't have to be like all like whacked out with ads. It's just like goes against everything I believe in. So I will be fixing that. And please let me know if that's a problem. Other than that, please like, subscribe, and share to my channel. That definitely helps me. If you want to join my channel, get your shout out. Soon, I will be working on my members only videos. Still waiting for some equipment to come so that those videos are perfect. But that's it. You guys stay safe, stay healthy, stay kind to each other. I love you all. Shout out to all my Leos. And I'm going to take a break, and hopefully tonight I may just be back with Sagittarius. If not, tomorrow I will be live streaming all day, the weeklies, the weekly love outlooks. All right, guys. And then I'll be back to finish up the May readings next week. But certainly if I don't come back tonight, I'll be back first thing in the morning. But for right now, guys, have a wonderful night. I love you all, and I'll see you at the next Bow and Arrow Tarot live stream tarot reading. Bye, guys. Good night.